Okay, I am back in the bathroom and let me show you the end result because I have not, after making sure that I cut off last bits and pieces, I didn't get a chance to record it again. Well, actually, I did record a few, bits and pieces of videos, but I didn't get the time to put it all together. So I just figured it would be easier to show you in one full video. The time is now 11:08 p.m. It's January 23rd, 2023. So I have been bald for the past 48 hours. But yesterday, as being bald for I guess 24 hours, I decided that I was gonna go outside and I was going to show up to the world as a bald-headed person. And I'm gonna use the word bald carefully because I know that there are many people who are bald as a result of for medical reasons, without choice and all of that, and I do want to respect that. But I also do want to use the word bold because I guess from the way I've been acting, this has been a bit of an interesting experience for me. So I'll use the word bold. So this is yesterday. Let me finish the story. Yesterday I went out. I had the camera. I was recording myself as I was going out, and I just went outside as if somebody was like, I don't know, gonna punch me or like something was gonna happen to me. And I went outside recording myself as a bald-headed person, and absolutely nothing happened. Nobody cared. This is also New York City, so I guess nobody really actually cares. I was walking around trying to see, well, I was actually going to a place, so as I was walking, I was trying to see if people were looking at me and somehow maybe trying to catch glimpses of me, and nobody cared. And it's possible even that I stared at people and I scared people away. So yeah, it was a bizarre outing of my own making, and so it was very interesting. I have a wig. I'm gonna go get it after. I'm gonna pause the video later on, and I'm gonna go get it. And I have a wig that I bought before I shaved my head because that's how scared I was in like showing up without hair to the outside world. And I hated it. I mean, I just didn't like, I've never worn a wig before. I don't have experience with weaves and all of that. But I know that they have massive and amazing selection of wigs and weaves. It looks like it's like some of the wigs look like weaves. I think not the wigs, but the weaves mostly look like, well, actually the wigs as well, they look like they're human hair. And I mean, people have like all sorts of ways they make it look like an actual human hair. I don't have any experience with wigs and weaves, and I would love to have that experience just because I want to know what goes on to it. But I think most things simply interfere with my extremely minimalist approach to when it comes to like, basic care. It has to be in my, I think in the way I exist, it simply has to be minimalist, effective, sufficient. And that's what I like to do, and I just did not want to wear that wig. Let me go get that wig. I'm gonna show you what the final result has been, because when I recorded it on Friday, 2 days ago, I still had like patches of hair. And so, hold on a second. Oops. Okay, I am back. So, as for my last shaven head, this is what it looks like. This is what I look like with a shaved head. So okay, so basically this is what it looks like. A few things I want to say about this in general is it's quite interesting. In the 2 days, there has been like my hair. I guess maybe like in the 2 days, I kind of feel it spiking up. So like when I try to smooth my scalp, I've been touching my scalp a lot because I love touching my scalp. I've been washing my hands with like really cold water, and I would touch my scalp, and it is the most amazing feeling ever. And so I've been touching my scalp, but in the past 2 days, the hair is spiking up. So the hair is kind of growing, and I feel like because I had no intention in, my intention is not to keep a bald head. My intention is to let my hair grow naturally, and I'm gonna observe what my hair is like growing from the very beginning. But to be perfectly honest, I kind of want to keep this very, very short hair because I don't know, it just feels, it feels amazing. I know this is probably going to be very small, and I'm making too many videos about this, but I just love and love and love how it feels. I just go out without looking at myself, without caring. I also thought about, maybe like fixing my eyebrows and, wearing a hoops, earrings, but I'm not that person. Well, I used to do my eyebrows, and I've been doing my eyebrows since I was like in high school. And once I finished college, I have naturally very thick eyebrows, and I just wanted my eyebrows to grow back, and I have wanted them to be natural, so I try not to touch my eyebrows as much. But when it comes to earrings and having a lot of accessories, I'm not a heavy accessory person. So it has been, so I mean, like, this is like completely au natural, I guess. But I guess in my imagination, I had maybe believed that once my hair was shaved, I would end up, I don't know, having all sorts of accessories, but I don't have that desire at all. So that's that about the shaved head. So I absolutely love it. I've been touching my scalp all the time. I love touching my scalp. And so yeah, let me show you about the wig as well, and then I'll continue to talk about this. So this is the wig that I got it from eBay. And of course, when they tell you, this is supposed to be a like lace front, but clearly this is not a lace front. And I have dark hair, but my hair is not as dark as this. So when I put this on my head, it kind of looks weird. So let me see if I can and I also did not, yeah, no, this is not gonna happen. I already understand how this is gonna look. Let me use this other phone. So this was sold as lace front, and I'm gonna use this phone to look at myself. Oh my god, no. Just absolute disaster. Naturally, I like to keep my hair a little bit drier so that it puffs up and it has a little bit of that kink to it, and it will be a little bit more I don't know, I just like, I've said that, maybe I said this in the last video, I like bigger hair, and in order to have the bigger hair, sometimes you need a little bit of kink, um, and so if you dry your hair out a little bit, so I washed my hair when I was shaving my head. I washed my hair on Monday, and I just used a little bit of leave-in conditioner and a little bit of oil, because once I bleached my hair became extremely different textured and dry, and I simply would need to have something in my hair, so I could not leave it without any product, which is what I would have done as I was shaving it. It wasn't in its natural state, but I decided to add like a little bit of leave-in conditioner and oil, because the bleach has just completely changed the texture of my hair, and it was like it had like sometimes it would, when I squeeze it, it would be like squeezing cotton. That's how it felt like, and but I do like some of that dryness and the way like it looks and the way it kind of. So anyway, it's to say that yeah, I don't imagine myself wearing a wig, a weave, or this. Maybe if I had bought like a better one, but most of the other ones are like pretty expensive, and I don't think I'll spend my time or my money into a wig like that. It was interesting to try on this wig, but yeah, so this is not happening. So I am going and showing up places in my natural state, and so I have been, I don't know what else to say about this wig. I have been happy about, yeah, I think I have felt very nice in how I feel without hair. As I said earlier, like I really enjoy having the liberty to not have as much hair, and it feels amazing. I know that by next week I'm probably going to have a little bit of hair, and it's kind of surprising me that I'm being disappointed about my hair growing in, and I can already feel the spike, because when I take back my fingers across my forehead, across my head, that I can already feel the texture difference, and so I'm a little bit disappointed about that. So it's kind of a progress from how I felt when I was shaving my head. I guess in a bigger point, and what I want to say about the process of shaving head is that I think a lot of my anxiety was about the social aspect. It wasn't about me specifically. I didn't exactly associate and tie beauty, who I was as a person, really anything about myself to my hair directly. This possibly might be related to the fact that I also had a very minimalist approach to my hair. I started taking care of my hair when I was maybe like, going to high school. I think by the time I was like end of, in the 8th grade or 9th grade, I think like end of middle school, I wanted to go into high school with like I think that's when I was like most interested like in my hair, and this is back in like the 2000s, and when the 2010s came and everybody had the natural hair movement and there's all this amazing information, I was in college at that point, so I was completely disinterested in hair, and I had adopted again my minimalist approach to hair, and as a result of, I think, having that minimalist approach for a very long time, I don't necessarily feel very much attached to my hair. I don't straighten my hair. I don't I don't do much to my hair. So the first time I actually dyed my hair was in May 2021, and that was actually okay. So the first time I dyed my hair was sometime in maybe I think the end of 2015, beginning of 2016. But I dyed my hair with henna, and I did not enjoy the henna. I know henna has some great qualities for some people, but for some reason my hair did not exactly like henna. I think it might be because I have naturally extremely thick hair. When I was in high school, people sometimes would we'll try to figure out like if like little follicles of my hair had fused together, like if several of them had fused together, because some part of my hair would be usually like somewhere around this crown area. My hair would be extremely thick, and I don't know, it has been that way for a long time. And I do have obviously like thinner hair like on the sides and like on the back, stuff like that, but the larger section of my hair is thick, and so henna, it was not something that my hair I mean, it didn't also color my hair very well. It tinted it in some ways, but I also wanted to have the experience of henna, and that was really nice. But I ended up using a purifying shampoo trying to take out the henna out of my hair. So I don't, I don't think I'll use henna again unless, my hair is like really thin, and somehow I need some kind of, it did a great job in thickening my hair, not exactly in coloring it. So I ended up trying to pull out the henna and using purifying shampoo. So I just didn't want that experience again. But in May 2021, I ended up dyeing my hair a red color, and it was a box dye, one of those, I think, Dark and Lovely boxes. And the red color, I think, was meant to have, because I ended up dyeing my hair end of last year, December. It was like the last day of 2022, December 31st, 2022. I dyed it blonde, and I had two very different experiences between the red hair and the blonde hair dye. And the red dye did not give me the flaming red color that was on the box, which I guess is supposed to be expected, which I didn't know at the time. And I also only used one box, and I think I was supposed to use multiple boxes, which I did not understand until I was dyeing my hair end of last year and this year. But also with the red color, it kind of made my hair a little bit more brittle and a little bit more thicker. So I think probably what happened was that it probably had a little bit of bleach in it, and then it deposited the red color to my hair, and it dyed my hair somewhat. But I guess maybe in some ways, naively, I was expecting it to be the same color as the red dye on the box, and that wasn't what I got. So I ended up so I dyed it May 2021. By the time it was like April 2022, my hair had grown enough, so I took it out of my hair. I cut out the dye, and because I wanted to experience, I was telling myself, because I didn't exactly have many experiences with my hair, even in April 2022, because I was dyeing my hair for the first time, May 2021, I told myself I'm not going to dye my hair again because it's not a good experience. But the last day of 2022, I had a box that was like a blonde dye, and I was like, I dyed it, and I was like, I have this box anyway, I don't want it to go to waste. So I ended up dyeing my hair blonde, but then I learned this time around that I think maybe because the blonde dye was far more evident on my hair than the red dye, I realized that I definitely needed more than one box. So I dyed it December 31st, 2022, and then mid-February, I think it was like February 20th, 2023, I did one box each time, but with a combination of, I guess, the two boxes, it did cover a larger chunk of my hair. So, but with the, so when I dyed it red, because first of all, I didn't have any experience, and my hair texture kind of changed. So for the first time in like over 10 years, maybe like 15 years, I ended up changing my hair routine. So I searched a little bit, and I decided to add leave-in conditioner and oil, and then maybe sometimes I'll use like a little bit of cream if I'm not. I've been washing my hair late at night a lot of times, but if I'm not washing my hair late at night, I'll end up using a little bit of cream as well to seal everything in. And that actually was, it worked well enough for me. I ended up, my hair was, okay, with the red dye, my hair was not in a good shape, so I was just tired of it. I was ready to cut it off. With the blonde dye, my hair became thinner, and it was so interesting for me because, again, my hair has always been very thick, so I actually enjoyed the thinner hair because it was taking me less time to wash my hair, to deal with my hair. It was taking me less time. Actually, when I bleached my hair, and this is the end of May, I think it was like the last day of May, like May 31st, 2023, when I bleached my hair, and this time I was completely prepared. I had like, I think 3 or 4 boxes. I think it might have been the first time I bleached my hair, might have been maybe like May, like a week before the last day, like the last day of May 20th, because I bleached my hair twice, and I had to bleach it twice because one round of bleach does not give you, does not eliminate all your hair pigments. And so, but I was prepared each time. I had like 3 boxes for each session, and I ended up bleaching it, which was what I wanted to do, because end of April I had this desire in shaving off my head. But then I'm like, if I'm gonna shave off my head, maybe I should try to have an experience with my hair that will make me understand my hair a little bit more, what happens to my hair. And the only thing I can think of that would be a great experience was just to bleach my hair and to see how the color and the platinum blonde would work with my skin tone and with on my hair. And the thing about bleaching hair was that it was extremely surprising for me, because I've never dealt with my hair like that. I've also, so when I was growing up, we weren't allowed to use chemicals. We weren't allowed to use, like relaxers, perm, texturizers, stuff like that. I did use texturizer on my hair one time, right before I went to college, and that's completely different experience for another video. But I ended up, so I didn't exactly have a lot of knowledge with what would happen to my hair and how my hair would receive different chemicals. When I bleached my hair, I'm fairly sure my hair kind of reacted in the same way as it would if my hair was like received some kind of texturizing agent, like a texturizer or a relaxer or I think a perm is like meant to like curl it instead of like deal with your texture. I guess that's also texturizing it in some ways because it's curling it, but like the texturizer is meant to be like like to to loosen, I guess, maybe like your curl pattern or something. I still have quite a bit of like the curls that I naturally do, or like I don't know, I think of hair texture completely differently from how I've learned about the hair texturing system, but with the bleach, my hair texture became well, okay, what happened mostly was that I believe it kind of burned off the outer layer of my hair, such that when I go into the shower to soak my hair will take in water in like 2 seconds. And I have never known my hair to be like that. But the worst part of this was that after washing my hair, the water will come down my back, the hair will go down basically my body, and my hair will start to dry. So I guess this is like the changing of the porosity of the hair, which I imagine will only happen if like the outer layer of my hair has been either burned off or severely damaged. And so basically that was a very, very interesting experience with the bleach. I liked how the color looked on me. I liked how it was easy to manage my hair and take care of my hair, because again, the bleach kind of acted like maybe one day I would like to have a true experience with like a relaxer or a texturizer, such that I will be able to understand how my hair will take in those types of chemicals. But I feel like it will be a similar experience, in all honesty. So in a way, it kind of discouraged me actually from trying maybe different types of treatments in the future, because it was nice to wash my hair quickly, to be able to do my hair quickly, but my hair was very dry. Like I said, like when I touch it, kind of sometimes it felt like I was squeezing cotton, and it was just a completely different and bizarre texture that I don't think works very well with my minimalist approach. And but I'm very happy that I had the experience of bleaching my hair before I shaved my head off. If I was going to shave my head off, you know, I might as well destroy it, and I might as well try to see how my hair responds and how my hair takes it. And now here I am with my bald head, and I wanted this video more to be about, I guess, more of maybe a social commentary to make to see how hair plays into, maybe particularly for women, how hair plays into being some kind of value, or maybe, you know, I think I realize for sure now that I'm definitely not defined by my hair. But then I feel like there's such a bizarre experience in which, for some reason, within the social setting, everybody, you know, wants to have a certain style of hair, that kind of I don't know, maybe like that's part of your style. And actually for my style is always to have it like a little bit of like a frizzy, which is why when I have this wig, I feel extremely weird, because I I don't know, I kind of prefer some of that frizziness, a little bit of kink, and then, for the hair to be a little bit bigger. This has a nice curliness to it, but just not my style. So I guess I do have a style. I did not know that. So, but it's also, again, to go back to the point of how hair, I guess hair is one of the social players within our society, and I think that's the larger reason to why I think I had a bit of a fear in what my experience would be like with a bald head. And in all honesty, a larger part of it was me thinking that, when I go into the stores, people might think I'm a little bit more, I guess when you're a bald head, maybe people believe you're bolder as a person as well, or in character. I watched a video of somebody on YouTube that actually said that, and when she said it, it kind of affirmed my own little emotions that might be my experience as well. And so I had fears about how people would interact with me, how people would see me, but nothing has happened. But I also recognize that my environment has been largely the same. So if I was like constantly going out and meeting different people and being in different parts of a city, or approaching different people constantly and consistently, maybe I might end up feeling a little bit different about my head or my hair, lack of hair, than I would kind of going about my typical ways of, doing what I need to do. But I also think to myself, like, I don't exactly treat a person differently, or good or bad, or in any form, just because of their hair. So I'm sure it's the same for other people as well, but I don't know, I guess in some ways there are consequences to bias-driven experiences, and this is why so many people talk about biases, prejudice, and all, I don't think I can say some of this words on YouTube based on like some of the people and how they bleep it out. Anyway, so I guess the point is, be kind to people, because you'll never know what people are going through, and absolutely, in all terms, nobody is defined with their hair, by their hair, and yes, that's, I feel proud to have gotten that feeling within myself, such that when I walk without hair, I feel amazing. And also when I would take cold water, soak my hands with cold water. Oh my gosh, this is the most amazing part. And this is probably the reason why I'm really sad that my hair, because I already feel the little spikes, and I feel like the hair is already growing back, and I'm like, I don't want it to grow back, because I want to do this. I want to have the full access to my scalp, because it's amazing. Like, I love and love and love taking showers. I've been taking, when I take showers, I'll take it much colder than I typically do, because when it runs on top of my head, that's one of the most, it's an amazing feeling. So I've learned to appreciate all this hair from the weave. from the wig is all over me. So I've come to appreciate little things. I don't miss my hair at all. I feel free, which is exactly what I believed I would feel, but only for me and for my part. But then for the things I felt insecure about, I'm slowly, I'm slowly not caring about it, and I'm being centered in my own experience, and I am very happy that's happening. From here on out, I'm just gonna grow my hair. Originally, before I bleached my hair, what I was thinking was to shave my head and then bleach my hair. But I did it inversely, obviously. Like I bleached my own hair with the intention of shaving it, and I'm glad I did it that way, because I think I want to have a a full experience of understanding my hair as well, because I want to have a better minimalist approach to my hair, and I want to understand, I guess, how my hair will grow. And people have been asking me what the texture of my hair is, and I used to get asked this a lot because, as I said earlier, I have a different, because I started taking care of my own hair when I was younger, and I didn't exactly get to enjoy the natural hair movement in the 2010s, and most of the information that I went back, I went back 2 years ago after dyeing my hair, to try and learn and try to learn from people who have all this amazing information, and there seems to be a lot of amazing products as well. Although I admit I'm not exactly a products person, but sometimes it's nice, to try just to see how the hair will take it. But because I started taking care of my own hair when I was younger, I'm still understanding how the whole texture categorization works, like in terms of like 1, 2, 3, 4 and ABC, and depending on what's happening with my hair, I have gotten every single thing under 3 and every single thing under 4. But something like a 3A hair and a 4C hair is meant to be different textures of hair. And but I've also seen my hair, so for me, again, like I've seen my hair very differently, because I kind of felt like my hair texture kind of depended on its moisture level, and that's how I understood my hair, and that's what I believed was hair texture in some ways, because most of the hair like closer to my scalp is most of the time and almost always in a better condition, I guess, obviously because you'll have the natural oils coming down. But I also don't like to put products very close to my scalp so that my natural oils will be able to lubricate my hair. So like I'll try to go from the middle down to the tip when I apply products, and usually the ends are obviously, they're the oldest, and it's usually drier. And when I have like maybe like a curliness and a waviness, it most of the time it starts for me somewhere between somewhere like in the middle of the hair. So I always believed, like when my hair is wet, for example, it will be a little bit more heavy towards wavy towards my roots, and then the curliness and the curl patterns will start to form. I mean, it also depends in which section of my head, but it will start to form kind of like in the middle. So I always felt like the curliness was as a result of my hair kind of like, coiling back to get some of the oil to the scalp, and that's what the curliness was. But Carolina's is also based on DNA. So like I'm still in the process of learning a lot of information about hair texture. And also again, depending on like usually when my hair is trimmed and I trim my hair so that it's much easier to take care of, so that it's not I have two things to avoid from my hair usually, like tangles and dryness. I guess that's probably for everybody, but for my texture, that's what I need the most. And so like I trim my hair so that trimmed hair usually allows me to not have a lot of tangles. And usually when my hair is trimmed, especially if it has like a little bit of heat in it, people believe that I have like some kind of 3 type of hair. And if I'm like to like allow my hair to like be like dry and not apply, especially when it was like when I had like dieted, and if I didn't apply enough like moisturizer on it, the coarseness of my hair and would just be a little bit different. And so I'm still trying to learn and to figure out quite a lot of things about texture, and it would be nice to, I guess, do that from the very beginning, as my hair is, you know, bald, and you know, just trying to figure out what each section of my hair will have in terms of texture. I hope, like, I tried to, when I was shaving it, I tried to shave the baby hairs so that it grows back thicker. We'll see if that was possible. When I was in high school, I plucked out the baby hairs thinking that I just did not like the baby hairs. Actually, when I bleached my hair, my forehead became smaller because it bleached. I did not know until I bleached my hair that I have like baby hairs still like in this section of my forehead. But even though my hair is like very well pigmented and very dark at the crown and my head itself, I guess this hair is not deeply pigmented, and it's probably like kind of like going into my skin, and it's not as evident. But like when I bleached my hair, I felt like my forehead was shorter because the baby hairs were far more visible. And so I shaved it. I shaved this area very well, hoping that I'll get like, I don't know, hopefully nice thick baby hairs. But okay, I'm gonna end this video here. I said quite a lot, and hopefully I wanted to say this because I wanted to be able to capture all these thoughts while I still have minimal experience with my bald head. So again, this is basically, this is what it looks like, and I am very happy. I'm gonna reward myself with cold touches. So I have been enjoying myself, and please don't be mean to people that are bold, because our society for some reason seems to be very weird about having bald head. But I'm very much enjoying this myself, even though it wasn't with the intention of keeping a bald head that I shaved my head. So maybe in the next video it will be about how I decided to stay bald. Who knows? Okay. Thank you very much for watching if you've made it this video, and I guess I want this to be my personal vlog, so I'll talk to you later. Bye.